I never thought that at 34 I'd still be unmarried, living alone in my New York apartment, yearning for something I couldn't quite name. Success had come early for me. I had a solid career, a cozy home, and a life most would admire. But somewhere deep within, there was a hollowness, a space that no achievement could seem to fill. David came into my life a year ago. He was just 19, a young African man with a quiet resilience that made him different. He worked in my home, handling the daily tasks, always respectful, always alert, yet never crossing his line. Unlike many, he paid attention when I spoke, his dark brown eyes holding a quiet understanding that unsettled me. At first, I hardly noticed him outside of his duties. He moved through the apartment with near invisibility, never interrupting, never asking for more than what he was owed. Then something shifted. One night, I was slumped in the living room, drained from work, when David entered carrying a cup of tea. As he set it down, his fingers brushed mine, a small contact, but it stirred an unexpected warmth inside me. I pulled my hand back, brushing the moment aside. Still, I began watching him. The way he walked, the way he moved, not as a worker, but as a man. His presence had a kind of peace to it, his actions purposeful. He rarely spoke unless spoken to, but when he did, his voice was deep and calming, filled with a maturity that betrayed his years. One evening, a thunderstorm swept through the city. The lights flickered out completely, plunging the apartment into silence. I reached for my phone, only to realize it had died. I stumbled into the kitchen and saw David standing there, lighting a candle. The soft light danced across his face, highlighting the angles and shadows of his features. "You should sit," he said softly. "I'll fix something hot for you." I hesitated, but followed his suggestion, watching as he moved with a familiar rhythm. The wind howled, rain tapping the glass, but inside, there was calm. "Do you ever feel alone?" I asked, surprised by my own voice. He paused, then said, "Loneliness is a decision. Sometimes we choose it, even when we don't need to." His words echoed in me long after the power returned. That night, sleep eluded me. My thoughts kept circling around him, his quiet strength, his nearness. It disturbed me, this new awareness. He was younger. He was my servant. What was I thinking? Yet the silent tension between us grew, unspoken but present. Every shared glance, every casual graze, felt weightier. I started visiting the kitchen more often, staying longer than I had to, just to be near him. One day, I walked in and found him rinsing dishes. An ordinary moment, but it stole my breath. He turned toward me, and our eyes met. We didn't look away. I began, but the words vanished. He wiped his hands, stepped closer. "Do you need anything, ma'am?" My throat tightened. "No, The space between us felt electric, charged with something unsaid. My heart raced. I could have stepped away. I should have. But I remained. The days that followed felt changed. I became acutely aware of David's presence, the way he looked at me when he thought I wasn't watching. Something hovered between us, invisible, magnetic, drawing us near. One night, I sat quietly while he made dinner. It had become a pattern, me watching silently, him saying nothing. But this time, the silence felt heavy. "You always watch me like that," he said, still facing away. I blinked. "Like what?" "Like you're trying to figure something out." I opened my mouth to deny it, but didn't. He was right. I had been trying to unravel the feelings inside me, the flutter in my chest when he passed. The way he filled a space I hadn't realized was empty. "I don't know what you mean," I whispered. But we both knew I was lying. He turned, leaning against the counter, his gaze serious. "Are you afraid of me?" His question caught me off guard. "No, of course not." "Then what?" I gripped the counter. "It's complicated." He nodded as if he understood. "Complicated doesn't mean impossible." His words sank deep. That night, I lay awake again, wondering when he'd stopped being a servant, wondering when I began feeling this way. I tried avoiding him, thinking distance might help. But by nightfall, I was searching for him. I found him in the study, straightening the books. He looked up. "You okay?" I paused before moving closer. "I don't know." He waited. "I've been thinking," I said softly, "about us." His jaw tensed. And I don't know what to do." He was silent, then stepped toward me. "Do you want me gone?" The idea stabbed at me. "No," his eyes softened. "Then stop pushing me away." I shut my eyes, trying to steady my breath. When I opened them, he was still there, offering something. And I accepted. I reached out, my fingers brushing his arm before he drew me closer. Everything else faded. His touch felt like truth. Time passed. Boundaries shifted. What started as glances became whispered words, subtle contact, and moments we couldn't resist. It was risky, overwhelming, but irresistible. One night, I sat on the couch pretending to read when David came in. He paused, then sat across from me. I couldn't focus. I could feel him watching. "You're different lately," he said. I looked up, feigning surprise. "Am I?" "Yes," he said, leaning forward. "And you know why?" I swallowed hard, gripping the book tighter. "Maybe." A small smile appeared. "Then stop acting like you don't." The air thickened. I had spent so long resisting. But being with him didn't feel wrong. It felt right, like something meant to be. "I don't know how to do this," I confessed. "Me neither," he said. "But do we need to?" I shook my head. "No, we don't." That night, I thought of the walls I'd built, and how David had walked through them like they were never there. He was more than just someone in my home. He had become someone inside my heart. But love is never simple. One afternoon, as we sat in the kitchen, the sound of the front door startled me. I wasn't expecting guests. My heart thudded. I instinctively stepped away from David. A familiar voice called out, "Lisa." David straightened, face composed. Lisa entered, her eyes shifting between us. "I hope I'm not intruding," she said lightly, though her tone hinted otherwise. I forced a smile. "Not at all." She studied me, then glanced at David. "Didn't realize you had company." Her voice made me tense. David replied evenly, "I work here." Lisa raised a brow. "Right. Just work." I could feel her piecing it together. She knew me too well. After a short visit, she left, but the air had changed. I saw it in David, the way his jaw set. "She knows," he said. I nodded. "She suspects." He ran a hand over his neck. "And when others find out?" The question hung heavy. We had been living in a bubble, but reality was here. I gripped his hand. "I don't care." His eyes searched mine. "Are you sure?" "Yes." For the first time, I wasn't scared. But rumors spread quicker than I imagined. Lisa had lit the match. Soon, the whispers started, people hesitating, avoiding eye contact, offering unwanted advice. I thought I was strong, but the judgment became suffocating. Neighbors whispered. Colleagues stared. Even strangers had opinions. David never flinched. He stood firm, daring others to say something. One evening, I found him on the balcony. I sat beside him. "They won't stop," I murmured. "Let them," he said. "It's not that easy." He looked at me. "Then what? Should I disappear?" The idea shattered me. "No, then stop caring what they think." I paused, not because I doubted us, but because the world had made it harder than it needed to be. "I don't regret us," I said, "but I'm scared." He held my hand. "So am I. But that's not a reason to stop." I held on tighter. In the weeks that followed, we were tested. Friends drifted. My world shrunk. I kept asking if love was worth it. The answer stayed the same, yes. But love doesn't shield from consequences. One day, my employer called. The talk was short, formal, but the message was clear. I wasn't fired, but I was told to take time. A warning in polite terms. My choices had caught up. I sat on my bedroom floor, stunned. David found me there. "What happened?" he asked. I looked up. "They want me gone." His face darkened. "Because of us?" I nodded. Silence stretched. "Then I'll go," he said. My chest ached. "No, you're losing everything because of me." "No," I said. "I'm letting go of what didn't matter, but I'm keeping you." His posture relaxed. "You're certain?" "Yes. Because love isn't about pleasing others. It's about choosing, even when it's hard." I chose him. I lost things, but I gained something greater. A love that stood against the odds. A love that didn't ask for permission. Not all stories end with applause. Not every love gets understood. But what I found was this. Happiness doesn't come from approval. It comes from the courage to follow your heart, wherever it leads.